What's up, people? This is StealthRanger77 here, and today I am bringing you an episode. I'm sure you all know it. The Destiny, the game, has been released. There's been the alpha and the beta that we've both been able to play, but now the official game has been released as of September 9th, and I hope that you guys are freaking excited because this game, it's fantastic. I'm going to do a bit of a review here, what I think so far of the game. I haven't had a ton of time to do just because I've been busy with plenty of other things, but I promise you that I have some pretty cool ideas in store and a really cool idea that I would like to do with the campaign, which I will talk about later in the video. But for right now, I'm going to talk about the review, how I feel. First, we're going to talk about multiplayer. In my opinion, in the background, you guys are going to see a little bit of multiplayer gameplay. Nothing special, just a little something that I was recording. And it's funny because the game right after I stopped recording was a phenomenal game, and unfortunately, you guys won't get to see it. But at least you know about it. I gotta tell somebody. But, so, what I think about the multiplayer, the graphics are most definitely better than they were in the beta and the alpha. It felt like the game just looked a little bit fuzzier than it did, than it does now anyways. Right now, it looks like a true 1080p, where in the alpha and the beta, the game just looked a tad bit fuzzy, and I feel like that's how it looks like in lots of betas that you play, but in Destiny, it was a bit more prominent than it was in other betas that I've played in my time as a gamer. But now the game just looks absolutely gorgeous. If you've seen, they've done some buffs and debuffs to different guns, and if you're noticing the assault rifle that I'm using right now, they've done some debuffing and buffing. Debuffing on the assault rifle and buffing on the pulse rifles and hand cannons, which I'm glad for because that makes them a bit more useful. I'd say auto rifles are still the best. They're still the best. I'm sorry. There's really not a ton of comparison. You could try to say scout rifles, but even scout rifles got a debuff in the actual release of the game. So I'd say the auto rifles are still the best. But the feel of the guns, just the feel of the guns, feels quite a bit more smooth. It felt good in the beta to begin with, but now that we're playing now, it feels great. The controls are really responsive. It's just a fantastic feel, and I'm loving how this game is going. I wish the map rotation was just a little bit better, because I tend to be playing on the same maps, like lots of Rusted Lands, lots of Mars, lots of stuff like that. So I can't wait until I'm able to play a couple more of the different maps that will come around a little bit more. That'll be really great. But yeah, just overall for the multiplayer, really liking the maps. I love the map layouts. As for the game types, I wish they had a few more game types, you know, something different. They have domination. I wish they had something like they do in Call of Duty. They have like search and destroy, and then like some party type games like they do in there. I think that would be really cool, like they do in Halo. You know, they have tons of different stuff. You know, different stuff like sniper shotty. They have tons of other stuff, grab hams, energy swords, just different game types like that would be really cool in my opinion. That would add a new aspect to the game, and I'm sure Bungie is taking an account for that. But the campaign, the story is great, and I've heard lots of people complain about not knowing exactly what is going on in the story, but in my opinion you should have done some background research if you're really interested in figuring out about the story. I think it's pretty easy to tell. I mean, he says in one of the beginning chapters, he says we could tell you about the great battle that happened. We could tell you about all these things that happened, but we want you to go out there and experience them. So that's what they want you to do. They don't want just it to be just story chapters and just you watching a movie. They want you to play the game and enjoy it. And I think that's really cool. And I hope there's plenty of campaign to come. I know they have like a 10-year market that they want to try to stretch out content for. And I think that's going to be very difficult to do, but if they're able to pull it off, it's going to be amazing. Now, for my idea, what I would like to do for the campaign is something that I think is really unique, and I think could catch on if I were to do it, and I have a feeling that it's going to be really tough when I do. It's going to be called the DestinyLOCKE, which, if you don't know, is a combination of the Nuzlocke, usually known from Pokemon, and the game Destiny for the campaign. My idea is that what we will do is I will be playing in a party of three people that I choose that I'm able to go with at that time. And what we were going to do, I'm not sure if all the party members would do it, but if you know how a Nuzlocke works, I'm going to be taking a couple rules from there. Where if I were to die, and I'm not going to say fainting, I'm going to say completely dying. If you don't know, somebody's able to revive you for 30 seconds, and then you can just respawn by yourself. So I'm saying if somebody doesn't revive me within those 30 seconds, then that will count as a true death. Because if my teammate's able to revive me, that should not count as a death. Just because stupid bullshit can happen, and so I don't want to have to worry about that. But if I were to die, if 30 seconds were to pass before I were to be revived, I would have to specifically respawn in, and what I would do is I would get rid of my top layer of all weapons and all armor, and never use them in that camping again for the entire playthrough. Which, it sounds extreme. It sounds really extreme. And that's why I think it'd be really fun and really hard. And plus, I plan on taking all the missions that are available. I plan on taking them on hard mode. Not going to be the easy route, it's going to be the hard route. So if you don't know, hard mode is about 2 levels in difference compared to the regular route. So I'm going to be doing that. And with the addition of that rule where you lose your armor, I figured, because you get so much armor, I figured it should be the top layer. It shouldn't just be a specific item. I felt like that would make it a lot harder. Plus, with the combination of the revival ability and the hardness of the level when we increase the difficulty, I think that'll be a really good balance. It'll make it something really exciting to watch, where I'll still be really, really cautious, but we'll still all be able to have fun. And that's going to be, I'm really excited for when that'll be able to happen. I want to get a playthrough through the game, just to, first off, just to enjoy the game and figure out what I'm doing so I don't get absolutely murdered, because that would suck. So I know I have a general grasp of what I need to do before I actually make a run at it, because trying to nuzlocke or anything like that in the game before you even know what's going on is never something the best to do. So I'm really excited for this, guys. I'll have plenty of multiplayer gameplay coming up, some live commentary, stuff like that. I might even put in some strikes and stuff. Maybe some of those gold chest locations, I could do some of that. But I'm sure you have videos for that as well. So if you want a video like that, let me know. I can do that. But I'll have tons of content coming for this game. I'm super excited for this game. Super stoked for all the stuff that's coming out. I've already got the expansion pack, so I'm just giddy with joy for this game to be out now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're interested into the DestinyLOCKE that I have so-called talked about. Let me know if you think it's a cool idea, what you would think you would do. If you have any other suggestions about the series or any other things that you would like to talk about or want me to do, let me know. I'm fully open to any information like that. I just want some feedback. Any feedback from you guys is good feedback to me. So thanks so much, guys, for watching. Enjoy the rest of this video, and peace out.
Zone B neutralized. Zone A neutralized. Zone B secure. Zone C lost. Enemy captured Zone A. Zone C secure. Haha, the Crucible's no place for mercy. Zone C lost. Enemy captured Zone C. Zone A neutralized. A single victory doesn't win a war, but it's a start. Good work.